we're going to explain how to create an HTML page that prints to A4 size. This isn't about changing the display size on screen, but making sure the content is correctly sized for A4 when printed. There's no single HTML tag for A4, but we can achieve this using CSS. Here's how. 1. Set up your basic HTML structure. First, create a simple HTML file. This includes the HTML, head, and body tags. Inside the head, you'll include your title and, importantly, a style tag for your CSS. Within the body, add the content you want to print: text, images, whatever. A simple example would be Head title A4 page title style body. Size, A4, /style/head body H1. This is my A4 page /H1. Here's some text here, .p/body/HTML. 2. Using CSS to define A4 size. The key is to use CSS to control the page size. While there isn't a direct A4 unit in CSS, we can utilize @page and size. Inside your style tags, add the following CSS rule: @page, size, A4. This tells the printer to format the page as A4. Remember to keep your content within the confines of this A4 size, otherwise it might overflow and get cut off when printed. 3. Adding margins. Important. Printers often have margins. To avoid your content being cut off, add margins to your CSS. You can do this by adding margin, 1 centimeter, or any value you prefer in centimeters, inches, or pixels, to your body selector inside the style tags. Body, margin, 1 centimeter. This creates a 1 centimeter margin on all sides. Adjust this value based on your printer and preferences. 4. Testing your output. Save your HTML file. For example, write single quote a 4-page .htmln. Open it in your web browser. To print the page, use your browser's print function, usually Ctrl+P or CMD+P. Make sure your printer is set to A4 size as well. If the content is too big or too small, adjust the font sizes, margins, or other elements in your CSS to fit perfectly within the A4 boundaries. 5. Advanced CSS techniques. For more control, you can adjust the specific margins. For example, margin top, margin bottom, margin left, margin right, independently. You could also use CSS to control other aspects of the printed page, such as orientation, @page and size, A4 landscape, header and footer content, and more. This requires more advanced CSS knowledge, but it allows for much greater control. Remember to always test your HTML and CSS thoroughly before printing to ensure the output matches your expectations. Experiment with different values for margins and font sizes to find the optimal configuration for your content.